Hey, what's up guys, it's Jordan and welcome back to my channel. So today on my channel I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieve these super cute DIYs. Right now in my house I have like a Bohemian style, so I wanted to like spruce up my place because it's kind of plain. All my walls are just white, so I figured why not do a couple of DIYs, and I wanted to show you guys how I did them because they came out so cute. So if you guys want to see, just keep on watching. Alright, so what you're going to need for this first DIY is just some yarn. Also, you're going to need one of these wooden dowels, I think they're called. And you're also going to need a pair of scissors. You actually don't need the wire for this one. I thought I was going to need it, but I ended up not using it for this DIY. So here I'm just going to be taking the yarn out, and I'm going to I'm also taking off the wrapper that they put on the wood stick, whatever you want to call it. It took me forever to try to get it off, but I just ended up keeping some of it on because I couldn't get it all the way off. But now I'm just going to be seeing how long I want the longest piece to be. And if you're extra like me, you're going to just measure to see exactly where the center of the stick is. So now I'm just cutting off the end piece. And then first I'm just going to tie a knot all the way at the top by the wood piece, just to make sure that it doesn't like move around and stuff like that. I actually tied it a lot looser than what I wanted to, so I went back later and fixed it. But you want to make sure that your knot is all the way up against the wood so that it doesn't slide around. And here I'm just tying a knot in the middle of the yarn, and then I'm going to tie another knot at the bottom. So now that I finished the first one, I'm just going to continue doing the same exact thing to the next piece. But you want the next piece to be a little bit shorter than the first one because I want mine to be like in a V shape. So I just made the pieces shorter and shorter as I went toward the outer part of the dowel. Also, when you're tying the knots, make sure that you do the next knot, like the one next to the middle one, make sure you make it a little bit higher than the one you did before. So it's going to go like in a diagonal V shape going up. So now that I finished putting all the string on, I'm just going to be cutting the yarn into a V shape. And here I'm just pushing them closer together. I thought it looked a little bit too spaced out. And now for the part that's going to allow you to hang this up, you're just going to tie a piece of yarn on both sides of the wooden stick, and I triple knotted mine just to make sure it's super secure. And this is how it turned out. I think it's so pretty and it fits perfectly in the theme of my apartment. And yeah, I just love it so much. So for this next DIY, I'm doing a fork print pillow. The only thing you're gonna need for this DIY is a pillow, some paint, and a fork. And just so you guys can see, this pillow is only $4.88 and I got it from Walmart. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the black paint on a flat surface that you don't mind like messing up. And I'm just gonna dip the fork into it, and then I'm just gonna start placing that right on top of the pillow. At first I was doing like a dragging motion with the fork, and that really wasn't working for me. As you can tell, it looks really messy, but as time progressed I actually got a lot better at doing it. I just started dipping the fork into the paint and just placing it right on the pillow, and it started coming out really good. So each time you dip the fork into the paint and place it on the pillow, you want to put it in a different direction. So you're going to go horizontally and you're going to go vertically. So every other stamp you do, you're going to do it a different way. And the last DIY I'm doing is a beach dream catcher. I saw this one on Pinterest a long time ago and I just wanted to try it so bad. So all you're gonna need is some sticks. You're gonna need like a circular object. I don't have a knitting hoop, that's what you're supposed to use, but I couldn't find one where I live, so I just like made a circle out of the wire. And you're gonna need cord as well, and wire, and feathers. Did I say that already? I don't know. I'm sorry, I suck. But you're just gonna place the sticks how you want them to be, and then you're just gonna take some wire. Also, you need pliers to cut the wire, and you're just gonna like tie the wire around the stick and the circular whatever you have, and you're just gonna secure it with the wire. So once you have your sticks secured, you're just going to take the cord and measure how long you want your cord to be, and you're just going to snip it off, and then you're just going to take a feather and place that on top of the cord. Well, first you're going to get your wire out and your pliers, cut the wire off, and then once you place it on top, you're just going to twist it around the feather and the cord together so that they stay secure. So once you have the feather secured to the cord, you're just going to tie it around the stick, and that's it. You're just going to repeat the process until you have as many feathers as you want. And here I'm just going to be snipping off the excess cord that's kind of like sticking up. I thought it looked weird, so I'm just cutting it off. And once you have all of your feathers and cord attached to your sticks, you're just going to take some more wire and you're going to make a hook so that you can actually hang it on the wall. And this is how the last DIY turned out. I really love all of the DIYs I did. I thought they were so cute and they really added something to the house, even though it wasn't like a big change. I just thought it really tied the whole look together. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed these DIYs and this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming out soon. So I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!